You already know that the Dutch love expressions, and this lesson is already part 3 of the long list of expressions that the Dutch use on a daily basis. Hallo lieve vrienden. So, the first one I wanted to teach you in this lesson is praten als brugman. And that means that you have to talk a lot to convince someone about something, right? So, if you want to make this right, you have to talk a lot. Als je dit wil goedmaken, dan moet je praten als brugman. The next one is lachen als een boer met kiespijn. That means literally laughing as a farmer who has toothache. And that means that you are laughing, but it's a fake laugh, right? Because you are actually sad or angry and there is something to laugh about. Everybody laughs, but you don't really feel like laughing, but you still do it. And then it's visible that it's a fake smile, right? Or a fake laugh. So then you can say, hij lacht als een boer met kiespijn. Another one is one word that is koeienletters. So koe is a cow, plural of that is koeien, and letters is letters, right? So if you say, I'm writing this down in large letters, ik schrijf het op met grote koeienletters. And if you remember the lesson about the Dutch hating privilege, in that lesson I make a reference to a song. And if you listen to that song, the song is called Het is moeilijk bescheiden te blijven. It's hard to stay humble. And then if you listen to that song in the first part, the singer, who is just still talking, he's not singing yet, he is explaining that he saw his name somewhere on a billboard in really large letters, right? So he says, in zulke koeienletters. And that is also, he swallows one of the letters in the word, the first word, that is the L, because actually it is zulke. So you have to visualize that he is doing this with his hand when he says it. Zulke koeienletters. So really large letters that he saw his name in. And another one, that is a one-word expression. That is a bit of a nasty word. It's not very classy to use this word, but still you hear it a lot, and that is mierenneuken. So literally that means ant fucking. And in English we know this in the expression of nitpicking. So if you are over analytical and you want to make everything perfect, and you are minding the tiny details that are not very relevant or important, then you are clearly nitpicking. Dan ben je aan het mierenneuken. Alright, the next one is being offended easily. That is in Dutch, snel op je teentjes getrapt zijn. So literally that means that you are easily stepped on your foot, right? So snel is fast. Op je teentjes, that is on your toes, but then teentjes in the diminished word, because the Dutch love to diminish every word, right? So not tenen, toes, but little toes, teentjes. Getrapt zijn. So getrapt is stepped on in past perfect, and zijn, that is a part of the past perfect, right? So if you are offended or you are angry really often and really easily, then you will use this expression. Another one that has the same meaning, that is referring to someone who is offended really easily and gets angry a lot. So that is een kort lontje hebben. So een kort lontje means kort is not long, the opposite of long, short. And lontje, that is a fuse of a bomb, right? So you are lighting the fuse, and when the fuse is really short, then it explodes really fast, right? So this is what it means. So if you say, hij heeft een kort lontje, that means he has a short fuse. Another expression is, je kunt ijzer niet met handen breken. So ijzer means iron, and Met handen breken is break with your hands. You cannot break iron with your hands. And that means that you cannot make a change if it's unchangeable, right? So if you are in a situation where maybe you want to change something, but there's a law against it, well, there's nothing you can do, right? So then this expression is used. Je kunt ijzer niet met handen breken. And another expression with the word iron, ijzer, that is, je moet het ijzer smeden wanneer het heet is. So literally that means you have to forge the iron when it's hot. So that means that you have to make use of the momentum of taking action, right? So when the opportunity is there, don't wait to take the opportunity. The next one is wie het kleine niet eert, is het grote niet weert. So this is actually Old Dutch. So people don't talk like this anymore. And it means he who doesn't honor the small isn't worth the large, right? So this is about being humble, right? So if you don't appreciate the small things, you're not worth the big things. And the final example I wanted to give you in this lesson, and I'm sure there will be another sequel because I am not even close to the end of the list of expressions that are used daily. And this one is, de aap komt uit de mouw. So that means literally the monkey is coming out of the sleeve, right? So I think this originates from like a circus act or something. This is when someone wants to convince you about doing something and they tell you this and this is their reason, but they actually have a hidden agenda. And at some point it comes out what their hidden agenda is. Then you would say, de aap komt uit de mouw. So this is kind of a funny one, right? If you know some more expressions that you hear on a daily basis, please let me know in the comments and I'm happy to respond and also learn from you. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next lesson.